What's up, guys? Welcome back to my old garage. This is my Clausing 5400 series restoration project. If you caught the last video, I gave a bunch of details on the machine. Today I'm going to disassemble the top parts of the headstock, take the switch off, take the banjo and all the gears off the back of the headstock. Should be pretty simple. Got a bunch of tools laid out here. Most of the old wrenches that I mentioned last time that came with the machine. Hopefully that's all I'm going to need to take everything apart. To have a 1/4 inch punch and a hammer, flathead screwdriver, and a set of Allen keys. Hopefully that should be all I need. I'm going to start with the switch. Take that off, get the wire out of all the covers, and go from there. Got the switch off. It's a good thing I got in here because the old sheathing on these cables is in really bad shape. This is going to have to be replaced. But let's move on. I'm going to go ahead and snake this cable through here. Get that out of the way. I'll go ahead and remove this top cover. There's 2 set screws and a pin that hold this on. And then there's 2 hex head bolts down here that holds this bracket on. Two shaft collars. This should come right off. All right, 2 hex bolts. All right, now I'm going to remove the door. So first we're going to remove this handle. This piece is bent, so I will end up having to make a new one. We're repairing this one, I haven't decided yet. Somebody hit it with something. Got 3 screws back here for the hinge. That takes that off. Next I'm going to remove this top cover. There's just 2 flathead screws that holds it on. Be careful with these are cast iron. You don't want to drop them on the floor. Yeah, you can see the difference between where I cleaned and what hasn't been cleaned yet. Go ahead and remove this cover next. There's 2 hex head bolts that holds it on. Everything does seem to turn smoothly. This bracket right here bolts onto the back way with 2 set screws. This holds your back cover on. Go ahead and remove that. Alright, next I'm going to remove this whole banjo assembly and the reverse feed lever. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts to take out. To get this out, you're going to have to put it in back gear to be able to get it to move. Lock it up enough to loosen that bolt. There's a key right here. It's in there pretty good. We'll leave it there for now. Another bolt behind this. Oops. Little bracket right here. Size wrench. This is how you adjust your banjo. This, I didn't actually need to take this bolt off, but it made it a lot easier later. This actually, unlock it, it just slides right out. Actually covers the eccentric up for the back gear. Next I'm going to remove this little cover right here. There's 2 bolts that holds it on. That reveals the actual side of the gearbox. Alright, I decided to go ahead and remove the gearbox. The lead screw will have to come out afterwards. There's just 2 bolts here that holds it in. See how tight they are. You can can see the whole gearbox trying to drop down. I don't want to let it fall. I don't know how long these screws are either. Before I remove the gearbox, I'm going to go ahead and loosen this clamp at the other end that holds your lead screw in. Take it off. Go ahead and pull the lead screw off the gearbox. That frees up my lead screw from the gearbox because there's no pin in it right now. We can sit that in the middle so it balances. Now I can go ahead and finish taking these screws out, get this gearbox off here. You can see how dirty it is in there. That's probably why it won't shift. Alright everybody, got all that stuff removed. Did a little cleaning on the gears. I think that's going to wrap it up for tonight. Got all these body panels removed. Gearbox, banjos. Probably go ahead and dust those off camera. And in one of the future videos, I'll disassemble the gearbox and the banjo and direction assembly. Have a good one, guys.